Hi, my name is Erin Zachary. I'm in Dr. Graham's business communication class online, and I'm in the professional golf management program here at UCO. So someone that I thought would be great to interview is Warren Cunningham, PGA. He is the director of golf at the Golf Club of Edmond and is currently in a position that I would be interested in for the future. So first thing I wanted to highlight was just his career trajectory and how he got to where he is today. So first, he graduated from Oklahoma State University with a degree in marketing. Then he continued on to work as an assistant professional at Kicking Bird, and same thing, he worked as an assistant at River Oaks Country Club. So both of those jobs have the same title, very similar responsibilities, just things like helping manage the pro shop, doing lessons, and he helped a lot with merchandise sales. Next, he got hired as the head golf professional at Lakeside Golf Course, and this came with a little more responsibility. He just oversaw the business side of the course. He did a little more golf lessons, and he was in charge of merchandise. And lastly, he is currently the director of golf at the Golf Club of Edmond, and he does things like overseeing day-to-day operations, in charge of making sure everything is running efficiently for the day, and just prepping everything. So next thing I wanted to highlight is just that golf is an always changing industry. Something that's changing a lot is things like data tracking, swing analysis, major developments in club technology. These are all things that are kind of being pioneered by Tour Pro Bryson DeChambeau. He focuses a lot on muscle mass and distance, which is something a lot of Tour Pros aren't really focused on. And one interesting fact about him is that all of his clubs are one length. So that just kind of goes to show how adaptability is key for a golf professional, because someone might see that on TV and come in wanting to buy clubs that are all one length and kind of wondering why Bryson does that. So as a professional, it's kind of your job to research that and answer those questions so you can earn that person's business. So another thing, I just wanted to give some numbers and some data. And these are all from the collegeofgolf.kaiseruniversity.edu. And one thing that I thought was interesting is that there are actually 15,200 golf facilities in the US, which seems like a lot to me. And then a lot of people just see golf as an older men's sport or someone who's retired, but actually a lot of young people are stepping onto the scene. And personally, I attribute that to the younger tour pros who are kind of making way for younger people. Just some numbers here: 6.3 million golfers are 18 to 34, and 3 million plus golfers are 6 to 17. So I think that those numbers will continue to grow, and we'll see a lot more young people out on the course. And then lastly, just in the golf industry, there are a lot of different positions. It's not just pros or people on tour. It's anywhere from caddies, people in sales, public relations, even things like food and beverage on the golf course. All of those are careers in the golf industry if you're interested in something like that. And then just some keys to being successful that Warren highlighted, things like good customer relations, ability to relate to a variety of different people are really important. Warren talks about how he sees 30 to 40,000 people a year. And obviously he's not going to remember all of those names, but most of those people are going to know him and know who he is because he's kind of the head guy out there. So just earning their trust is key in earning their business. And then just teachability and ability to learn from and observe your peers. Those are just really important to continue to grow and continue to move on in the industry. Another thing that he highlighted was just good team cooperation is super important for a successful business, in any business. And he actually shared with me that this year is the golf course's most successful year, and he attributes that to his team and how well they work with him and others. Obviously, good management comes into play with that, and I think he does a great job at that. So lastly, I just wanted to give a day in Warren's life. First, he'll arrive to the golf course about an hour earlier than everyone else, just to ensure that everything is ready to go. He'll check the cart barn, check the range, count the money from the night before, things like that. Then he opens up the shop and is just there to check people into the course. And while doing this, he must make sure everyone is on pace, so everything is running smoothly. With that just comes with making sure his team is doing their job correctly and kind of emulating how he would run things. And all throughout the day, he has anywhere from 1 to 5 lessons that he gives to customers. So he'll actually be out on the golf course doing instruction. And then lastly, Warren will touch base with his team and make sure everyone has their completed tasks before leaving for the day. And he'll leave anywhere from like 1 p.m. to in peak season, not until about 9 p.m. So it can turn into a 12 to 15 hour day really quickly. But I really enjoyed chatting with Warren and just getting some insight on what it was like to be a golf professional, because as I said, he's doing a career that I'd be really interested in. So I think talking to him was super helpful and will really help me in my future career. Thank you.